Hello, welcome back to Arduino. In my previous video, I showed how to program and interface Arduino with the servo motor. In this video, I'll explain how to program and interface Arduino servo motor along with the potentiometer so that we can control the position of servo motor with the help of the potentiometer. So let us go to Dr.K. Click on Arduino Uno. Now we'll connect the servo motor and potentiometer. As I told you in my last video, always the servo motor must be connected to PWM pins, and the pins 3, 5, 6, 9, 10 and 11 are meant for PWM pins in Arduino Uno. So let us take the servo motor. So this pin is for the ground. So let us connect the ground. This pin is meant for power supply, 5-volt supply. So let us connect. Now I'll choose pin 5 for the connection of servo motor to Arduino. So this is the PWM pin. Okay. Next, we'll take the potentiometer. So the 3 terminals of the potentiometer are ground, power supply, and middle one is the pin to connect to Arduino. Always the potentiometer must be connected to analog input. So we have analog pins A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, and 5. You can choose any one of the pin in the Arduino Uno. So first we'll connect the ground. Next, power supply. Next, we'll connect it to A0 analog pin. So this is the circuit part. Now we'll write the program. As I told you, because we are using the servo motor, we have to include the header file hash include servo.h. And then the next thing is we have to create an object to control the motor, servo M. I've created an object. Now we have to initialize the analog pin, right? So we use the analog pin A0. So INT port pin. What is the pin we have used? 0, A0. And then take a variable to read the value of analog pin. So we'll take a variable called Y to read the value of analog pin. So this INT port pin 0, it indicates which analog pin we are using to connect the potentiometer. Now the next step is the attachment of the servo motor. Servo motor is attached to, so we have a function called attach function, m.attach. So what is the pin we have used? 5. Now, coming to the programming, first thing is we have to use, first we have to read the value of potentiometer. So for that we have used a pin variable called y. So y is equal to, and there is a function called analog read function, analog read pot pin. Pot pin is the pin which we use for the connection of the potentiometer. So y is equal to analog read of pot pin. What this line is meant for is this function analog reads for. It reads the value of potentiometer, right? So and stores it in the value of y. What is the value? The potentiometer ranges from 0 to 1023, right? Then this next thing is we have to scale this value to use with servo. So the potentiometer ranges from 0 to 1023, and the servometer positions are from 0 to 180, or from 180 to 0. So you have to scale 0 to 1023 of potentiometer according to the servometer position. So hence we have to use a function called map function, map y. Y, as I told, it is a variable to read the values, comma 0, comma 1023. These are the values of the range of the values of the potentiometer, comma, and give the range of the servomotor position, comma 0, comma 180. So this is the scaling down. So we are scaling the potentiometer to use it with this servo. Next, we have to set the position to scale the value. For that, we have a function called write, m dot write. The value is in y, so write y. You can make the servo motor to wait at a position to get into the position, so we can give delay of 30 milliseconds. Semicolon. So y is equal to analog read of pot pin. The function analog read, it reads the value of potentiometer, which is between 0 to 1023. Next, y is equal to map y, comma 0, comma 1023, comma 0, comma 180 is to scale the potentiometer values to use with a servo motor, and m dot write is used here to set the position to the scaled value, and we have given a delay to wait for servo to get into that position. So this is the program, and this is the circuit connection. So let us simulate. Now, in the previous video, if you observe, when we started the simulation, automatically the servometer starts moving from 0 to 180 and from 180 to 0. But here, the motor's position, that is movement of the motor, is controlled by the potentiometer. Now you can move the knob of the potentiometer to change the position of servomotor. So this is used for the controlling. You can also get that. So this is another program to interface the servo motor with Arduino, and here we use a potentiometer to control the position of the servo motor. So I hope you understood. Thank you.